Good morning. Hopefully you guys are so proud of me right now because I have a new mount. It's a very sturdy mount that has my phone on it, and it's on my dashboard over and out of the way so that when I do these little lovely car talks, I don't know why I like to do these in the car, I'm being safe and I'm not breaking the law because Georgia has a hands-free law. So anyway, it's a cold morning here in Georgia. I've got my little ear covers on. I think these are called bear claws or something like that, but I mean it feels so good, so nice and toasty, because I can't let anything, even the cold, stop me from getting out to the gym, running my errands, all that stuff. And you should dress appropriately the same way. But during this holiday season, I am ripping and running just like everybody else. Christmas shopping, holiday parties and events. I've got a luncheon tomorrow with my coworkers at the college that I work at. So anyway, things to do, papers to grade, all kinds of stuff, and as well as checking on you guys, my 30-day kickstart program people. All right, so this is how you get caught up on the nutrition plan. All right, we all have a plan. You all have it. If you don't, you need to check the private Facebook group under files and download it, print it out, put it on your refrigerator, put a copy in your purse, put a copy at your desk at work, keep a copy in your car so you know the items that you're supposed to eat throughout the day. Okay? If it's not on the list and you have not discussed with me an approved substitution, then you are not supposed to eat it. Okay? Just because you think something is healthy doesn't mean that it's for you or that it fits within your balanced plan. Now, there's all sorts of plans out there. There's nutrition plans that focus on high protein, low fat, or high protein, low carb. There's a plan out there called keto that focuses on high fat, which you're allowed to eat like 60 to 70% of your daily intake as fat, macros, grams of fat. But this program that I have you guys on is a balanced nutrition plan. Is something that if you can wrap your mind around how the meals are structured, that you will be able to sustain this type of eating, because it doesn't really restrict any whole sets of macros. It just balances them out so that they function better for you as a whole, so you don't typically have these cravings. Now, if you leave the house and you're running your errands and you do not have your next 2 meals with you, you're gonna have a problem, because if you get stuck in traffic, which I'm in traffic right now, and you think an hour trip turns into an hour and a half one way, then you got to go back the other way, you're screwed if you are behind an accident or whatever, and it's time to eat. You don't have it with you. That's a problem. Now, oftentimes I tell people to leave certain things in your car so that you have the options of grabbing some almonds, nut butters. You can buy nowadays. You can buy those little packets and things with them. But all right, back to how you get caught up and how I got caught up. Okay, so I ran a half marathon on Thanksgiving Day, burned a lot of calories, all that good stuff, but I also ate what I wanted to on Thanksgiving Day after I ran those 13 miles. I also ate within reason. I didn't eat everything, but I indulged on the things that I liked and made sure I filled my plate with a big hearty salad and greens and, all that good stuff. So, but at the race, as they always do, they give you water and they give you Gatorade and they give you bananas, which I'm not a huge fan of bananas, so that doesn't bother me all that much. But they give out free and new versions of the Cliff Bar. All right, everybody says, but Nicole, they're so healthy. The Cliff Bar, if you look on the back of this thing, it is 260 calories. Okay? There are 8 grams of fat, which to me, that's not that big of a deal. But there's 41 carbs in it. If I'm eating a balanced meal, I've got 10 grams of protein and 41 grams of carbs and 8 grams of fat. Does that sound balanced to you? I'm not a marathon runner. It's not like I run marathons all the time. So I'm not putting out enough energy to sustain this much stuff. And there's 21 grams of sugar in this little bar. Here's the thing. I'm not opposed to Cliff Bars. I think they're great, especially for little young athletes that are running around like crazy playing soccer and basketball and, all that stuff. They run and go and play. Not your kids that sit in front of the TV and that are not active. Gymnasts, yes, I was a gymnast. So I would go home at night and eat 2 plates of dinner, which would be like, we would have like fried stuff and rice and cornbread and all that stuff. I grew up on all that stuff, and I could eat 2 plates as a little 100-pound nothing because I practiced for 4 hours a day after I'd already been at school all day. And then, back in the day, we had recess. So anyway, no. Your adult life does not allow you to eat this. No. After a race day, maybe, okay? But no. And here are the hints. This is what's so funny. It's called a Cliff Bar. Look what they're doing. The guy is hanging off a cliff. We might feel like we're hanging off a cliff sometimes during our crazy work days and this, that, and the other, dealing with family and, work and coworkers and kids and, life stuff. But we ain't climbing no cliff. We're not working this hard. Don't kid yourself, with my workouts. Even if you burn 400, 500, 600 calories, come on now. We are at a point now that we are trying to lose, right? So we're already digging ourselves out of the hole that we created. All right? So don't put yourself more in the hole by eating stuff like this. That goes for the Quaker Oats granola bars, the granola bars. Oh my gosh. Special K is a devil. They will get you all day long because they call their bars protein. And it's like this. It has more sugar in the bar than it does protein. That makes no sense. If it's a protein bar, you would think that the majority of what you're eating, or a big portion of what you're eating, is protein. They're allowed to put 5 grams of protein in it and call it a protein bar or something crazy like that. I've seen some with as low as 5 grams per serving and they call it a protein bar, and they market it as a protein bar. So don't believe the hype, and don't get caught up in these bars. Now, I know on your current meal plan I have a cereal option there, and trust me, you guys, that's only on there for the meantime. That's not there to stay. That's just something, again, this is a kickstart program, something to keep you acclimated and motivated I have some things in there to help with some of your cravings, because we are so accustomed to eating things like this and saying, I don't eat that bad, Nicole. If I had $1 for every time somebody said, but I don't eat that bad. You know, if you didn't eat that bad, you wouldn't be in this program and you wouldn't be seeking assistance. Believe it or not, it's 80% our nutrition and 20% our fitness when it comes to fat loss. Okay? All right. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm going to focus on the road and focus on not getting caught doing way too much stuff here while I'm driving. All right. Think ahead and think smart during this holiday season. Don't get caught up. Bye, y'all.